So tonight's dopamine dinner, if you will, I have decided to hodgepodge together a few things from my fridge. I have one rather small potato. So I was going to do that as a jacket potato, but now I think I'm actually going to do it as mash because I can mash the skin in, and I think that will be gorgeous. I have some broccoli left over that needs eating up. I also have half a tin of sweet corn, and I have some corned beef. Before anybody comes for my pan, I'm aware it needs replacing. I'm just going to add some salt to this, liberally. I am just roughly chopping these into pieces of about the same size. And I know that this is kind of probably going to be a bit controversial. I like my veg a little bit more on the mushy side, but what I'm going to do, since I have no spare pans other than a massive one that I really don't need to use for this amount of veg, I'm going to pop this in the microwave for somewhere between 3 and 5 minutes just to cook down that broccoli. So I'm going to wait for that, but I've got it in some salty water already. See you later, veggies. I have pre-crumbed, I guess, my corned beef up. I prefer buying it in the pack with slices just because it's way easier to open than the can and the key. Bubbling potatoes. I just find that when I get to make like a little challenge out of what have I got in the cupboard or the fridge or the freezer that I can use to cook a meal, especially right now, this doesn't always happen. I just find that I end up like really getting into, oh, I could make this, or wait, what could I do? I could do this. I just find that really works for my ADHD at the moment. Hello, Maisie. Hello. How are you? Are you good? Are you good? Most of these are done. You can tell because when you put a knife through them, they don't do that. So another minute, so grab another potato. For goodness sake. A couple of these are done. There we go. Yeah, they should slide straight off when you cook them with a knife. I'm making a very small amount of gravy because there's only one of me. And yeah, does anybody else use instant granule, or are they just like a UK thing? I'm calling them. They may be slightly underdone, but I'm hungry. Strainy. Going in with a tiny splash of milk. If I can get a tiny splash, that will do. And I would say like 2 generous teaspoons of butter. And now we mash. Don't you just love the power of editing? And stir in our corned beef. Here's my veg. That's probably been in slightly too long. It's like been 4 minutes, so it might be slightly overdone, but I do prefer mushy veg, like I said. And now we assemble and we pour over our copious gravy. This actually made a lot more food than I thought it would. And it looks pretty good. Ta-da-da-da. There's the gravy. And there we have a very comfy plate of food, and I'm gonna go eat and watch some Simpsons. Bye!